I tested every new IKEA smart home device for 2 weeks straight. Their $10 motion sensor matched a $40 competitor in speed, accuracy, and reliability. Zero disconnects, not one. Their temperature sensors were accurate to within half a degree of sensors costing 4 times as much. So this should be an easy recommendation, right? It's not, because there's one thing IKEA doesn't mention anywhere on the box, on their website, or in the app. And if you don't know about it before you buy, you're going to waste your money. Let me show you exactly what I found. The 2-week reliability test. For 2 weeks, I ran every new IKEA device through daily use. The 3 Kai Platz bulbs, the Meig spray motion sensor, the Timmer Flotte temperature sensor, the Meig bed door sensor, and the Clipbook water leak sensor, all connected to the Dirigera hub running the IKEA Home Smart app. No third-party platforms in this test, just IKEA talking to IKEA. First result, stability. 2 weeks in, 0 devices disconnected, not a single dropout. If you've ever used budget smart home gear, you know how rare that is. You set up a motion sensor, it works for 2 days, then it vanishes from the app and you spend an evening factory resetting it while questioning your life choices. That didn't happen here. Everything stayed paired the entire time. Accuracy, the fridge test. Stability is table stakes. I needed to know if the sensors are actually accurate, so I tested the Timmer Flotte and the Albstuga side by side against a calibrated Aqara T1 sensor. Room temperature? Timmer Flotte read 23 degrees Celsius. Albstuga read 23 degrees Celsius. The Aqara read 22.8 degrees Celsius. Close enough to call it a match. But room temperature is the easy test. I wanted to see what happens at extremes, so I put all 3 sensors in my fridge. My partner saw me do it. I offered no explanation. Some things are better left alone. Results? IKEA read 9.5 degrees Celsius. Aqara read 9.5 degrees Celsius. Perfect match. These $10 sensors aren't just good for the price, they're accurate, period. The Aqara sensor costs $25. The Philips Hue equivalent runs $40. Same readings, a quarter of the price. Response time, $10 versus $20. Accuracy is useless if the sensor takes 30 seconds to notice you walked into a room. I placed the IKEA Meig spray motion sensor next to an Aqara P1, which is known for being one of the fastest motion sensors on the market. Same position, same distance from the hub, same test. I walked into the room, lights came on instantly. Both sensors triggered at the same time, consistently across multiple tests. The $10 IKEA sensor kept pace with a sensor that costs twice as much. No lag, no missed triggers. Battery life. The quiet upgrade. Now, after 2 weeks of daily use, every sensor still shows 100% battery. Now, 2 weeks isn't enough to project long-term battery life, but IKEA estimates 2 to 3 years per battery. And here's the upgrade most people miss. These new sensors all use standard rechargeable AAA batteries instead of the expensive coin cells that every other brand uses. A CR2450 coin cell costs $3. A CR123 can run $5 and more. Multiply that across 20 sensors over a few years, and your battery costs exceed the cost of the devices. IKEA's Lotta rechargeable AAAs cost $8 for a 4-pack, and you reuse them for years. That's a significant long-term saving that nobody factors into the price comparison.
What actually works in the app? Basic control is smooth and responsive. Lights on, lights off, dimming, color temperature, everything is instant. The interface is clean and minimal. It doesn't overwhelm you with settings you'll never touch. Scenes work perfectly. I set up a scene that dims the lights to 20% warm white. One tap, every light responds instantly. Works every single time. The app also gives you history graphs for all your sensors. Temperature, humidity, air quality. You can look back over days, weeks, and months to see how readings have changed. It's genuinely useful for spotting trends. Not as deep as Home Assistant or Homey Pro, but more than enough for most people. I also set up one automation I use every single day. My dining room lamp turns on at 6 p.m. automatically. 2 weeks in, it hasn't missed once. Not mostly works, not works when it feels like it, every single day. For about 70% of people, this is genuinely all you need. Lights that respond, scenes that trigger, sensors that report. Simple, reliable, done. But here's the problem. The reason you shouldn't buy these. Yet. Here's what IKEA doesn't tell you. The moment you try to build anything beyond a basic automation, the app hits a wall. Hard. Example, at night, when I get up and walk to the kitchen, I don't want lights blasting at full brightness. That wakes you up completely. What I want is simple. When motion is detected between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., turn on lights at 20%. During the day, turn on at 70%. Basic time-based brightness. Every other smart home platform can do this. The IKEA app cannot. No time conditions, no combining triggers, no conditional logic. Another one, when I leave home, turn off all lights. But if a window sensor shows a window is still open, send me a notification first. You can see window sensor status in the app. You can turn off lights with a schedule, but you cannot combine them into one automation. There's no geofencing, no presence detection, no when everyone leaves trigger. In mixing IKEA devices with non-IKEA Matter devices in automations, extremely limited. The devices show up in the app, but creating cross-brand automations barely works. This is the reason I'm telling you not to buy these if you think the IKEA app is all you'll ever need, because you will outgrow it fast. The hardware is excellent, the software is a limitation, and if you buy this expecting a complete smart home system out of the box, you will be disappointed. But here's why you should buy them anyway. Because that limitation might be the smartest decision IKEA ever made. These aren't locked devices. Every sensor, every bulb, every remote is built on open Matter over Thread. That means you can take the exact same $10 motion sensor, pair it to Homey Pro, and suddenly you have time-based brightness, conditional logic, geofencing, cross-device triggers, and automations the IKEA app doesn't even have a menu option for. Pair them to Home Assistant, and you get custom dashboards, energy monitoring, years of data logging, and an automation engine that makes the IKEA app look like a calculator next to a supercomputer. Same hardware, different brain. Everything changes. IKEA built the best hardware at the lowest price on the most open standard in the market. Then they said, use whatever brain you want. Start with our app, it's simple, it works, and when you're ready for more, take every single device with you to a better platform. Nothing wasted, nothing replaced. That's not a flaw, that's a strategy. The real price comparison. Let's put real numbers on this. The IKEA motion sensor is $10. The Philips Hue motion sensor is $40. Same response time, same reliability, same battery life. But the Hue sensor requires the Hue bridge and only works within the Philips ecosystem. The IKEA sensor works natively with every Matter platform: HomeKit, Google Home, Alexa, SmartThings, Homey, Home Assistant. No bridge required. If you want 5 motion sensors in your home, IKEA costs you $50. Philips Hue costs you $200. You save $150 on sensors alone, and the IKEA sensors give you more platform freedom, not less. That's not just a price difference, that's a completely different approach to smart home. Honest verdict. After 2 weeks, here's what I love: the price, the reliability, the sensor accuracy, the response times, the battery design, the clean interface, and the fact that this is fully open Matter hardware that works with any platform. For $100 to $150, you have a smart home that actually works. Here's what I don't love. The app can't build complex automations. No time conditions, no presence detection, no geofencing, no meaningful cross-brand automation support. And you do need the Doriga hub for automations to run locally. It's the brain the app talks to, and it keeps everything working even when your internet goes down. So should you buy these? Yes, but only if you understand what you're buying. You're buying the best smart home hardware at the lowest price on the market. You're not buying the best smart home software. Start with the IKEA app if you want simplicity. Move to Homey Pro or Home Assistant when you want power, and you won't have to replace a single device when you do. In the next video, I'm taking these exact same $10 sensors and pairing them with a professional automation platform. Same $10 sensors, completely different capabilities. Lights that adapt based on time of day, door sensors that talk to locks, geofencing that knows when you leave, everything the IKEA app can't do. That's where this hardware really comes alive. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and let me know in the comments, are you already using IKEA's new smart home devices? Which platform are you running them on? Which